Hey Internet, welcome to my channel. I'm Byrne. I'm doing Vlogmas. It's day 3. We're 1/8 of the way through. Let's get going. I've put together a top 50s list. I went on the internet, looked over different lists, combined them together, cut out kind of the weird questions like, if you were a vegetable, what type would you be? And I think I have a pretty interesting list. So I'm going to start sharing it right now. So we can get through all 50 really quickly. I've got a list, and I'm just going to read them off and see what everyone thinks about this. Where are you from? I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Any siblings? Yes, I've got one younger brother. Favorite food? Hamburgers. It combines everything I like. Favorite drink? Root beer. Number 5. Favorite ice cream? I actually like chocolate chip mint. Favorite pie? Blueberry. Yeah, blueberry. Unique ability? I'm actually ambidextrous. Height? 192 centimeters. You do the math. Ancestry: Irish, German, British. Kind of a mutt. Are your grandparents alive? No. Well, I lost my last one in 2012. My grandmother on my maternal side. Are your parents alive? My father's alive. Or so he says. Did you play any sports in school? Hockey. And I did run track. Interestingly though, hockey was not a school-sanctioned sport, and so you couldn't letter in it. It really didn't get the attention. Sometimes if we did really well, they might announce it during school, but that was about it. Favorite subject in school? Art. No, it wasn't social studies. Did you ever play an instrument? Yes, I did. I actually played the violin for a few years, from junior high into high school. Your first job? I was the neighborhood paper boy. Worst job? I spent one summer in central Indiana repairing old wooden decks and railings and fences, and it was miserable. Days close to 100 degrees, swinging a hammer all day. Don't want to do that again. Weirdest job? I was a photographer, in fact a manager basically of photographers at the Indianapolis Zoo for one entire summer. That's a story completely unto itself. My zodiac sign? I'm an Aries, born in April. Superstitions? No, not really. My favorite number? 17. I don't think you guessed that. Favorite color is purple. Summer or winter? Neither. I like autumn. Favorite sport? Don't really have a favorite sport. I mean, I played hockey for almost 14 years and did track for quite a few. But as far as a sport that I actually follow, I don't really follow sports. It's just the way I'm wired. Favorite holiday? I've already said it. Halloween. Favorite movie? I actually like 2001. For more of the photography and the story interplay, and I have read the book. Favorite celebrity? Don't really have one. Sorry. Fly or drive? I think I would drive if it's under 600 kilometers. The longest flight I've ever taken was from Chicago to Paris back in 1989. Longest drive would have been from Indianapolis to Philadelphia in one go. Longest round trip? That would have been from Indianapolis to LA and back again. And that was a doozy. It took almost a month. Let's see. Highest point it asked for. 12,200 feet in Rocky Mountain National Park, just west of Estes Park, Colorado. Oh, it asked for the lowest point. That would have to be the lowest point at Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. Furthest from home. I've made it as far away as Thera or Santorini, Greece, in the Greek archipelago. Furthest north, south, east, and west in the United States. Okay. I looked one of these up. Blaine, Washington is the furthest north. Key West was obviously the furthest south. Fairfield, Connecticut, and Lapouche, Washington. Interesting that Washington State has two of the record holders. Do you like sports cars? No. Sorry. Favorite childhood memory? That would have to be probably going to Disney World in Florida. And I was about 9 years old, and we had just parked the car, and they told us to remember that we were in Dumbo, and rode the tram to the monorail station, walked up the steps, and they were just about to depart, and all the cabs were full, and the conductor saw us walking along the queue and motioned us down and allowed us to sit in the front cab of the monorail on my first visit to Disney World. And we rode it all the way into the entrance of the park. And that really started the whole day off on a really magical moment. Pretty cool. We are up to 38. Are you a morning or night person? I'm a night person. I seem to peak in the afternoon and evening, and I just like it. It's more inwardly focused. Introvert or extrovert? I am an introvert. What is your Myers-Briggs personality type? I'm an INTP. Yeah, go look that one up. Any pets? Yes, we have 2 dogs, and they're both skipper keys. Sorry, go look that one up too. Any children? No, but we count the dogs as pets. Longest book I've read? The Count of Monte Cristo. Right in the running with the Three Musketeers, but I'll put it on the count. Surprising things that I've never done. You might be surprised to know that I've never eaten food at Taco Bell. Really. Surprising things you want to do. I would actually like to travel to New Zealand. I hear it's gorgeous, that people are approachable and nice. Well, everyone says that. And it would just be interesting to go to that part of the world. Okay, we're in the final 5. Something only you have done. I do know, and it may have changed because a lot of time's gone by, but back in elementary school, they had some sort of national testing music and auditory proficiency test. They never quite explained it to us, and I think it was part of some doctoral thesis project. But anyway, they herded us all into our homerooms, gave us this test that lasted, hours it seemed, and finally scored it. And at the end, the principal pulled me aside and said, "Did you know you're the only person in the school to have scored exactly 100% correct?" And I was like, wow, out of the entire school? Fast forward a few years, and I was visiting a school for a completely unrelated issue, years and years later, and my homeroom teacher was still teaching. She pulled me aside and said, "No one's ever scored 100%. We've had a lot who missed like one question, but apparently I was the only one. I think it was a fluke." Let's see, we are at number 47, current job. I am an architect. I think I'll have an entire Vlogmas day where I define what that really entails. Hopes for the future. That's a good one, number 48. I'd like to make more trips of, we'll call it discovery. I just like to go places and sort of find a home base and just kind of circle out from there, try interesting foods, meet interesting people. More than just a relaxing vacation, but more of an integrated vacation. But definitely not a working vacation. Number 49, your YouTube channel start date. Well, if you bring out the about information, or I can just tell you right now, I started October 14th, 2006. Yes, my channel is 12 years old. I'm one of the older guys on YouTube. Or an early adopter. Finally, share an exciting story. I was studying abroad in Versailles, France for architecture, an exchange or study abroad program through the University of Illinois. And we had been there probably by this time 4 months or so. And we were walking along the Champs-Élysées, some friends of mine. We said, hey, let's watch a movie, because some of the American movies had been coming over and were dubbed. And we were feeling a little bit of culture shock and a little homesick. So we watched this nice subtitled movie. And we got out and suddenly realized that it was pretty late and the trains would stop running. And we hustled down into the metro, took a metro to another station, took that station to an RER station, which is their rapid regional line, took that out to another train station in La Défense, and from La Défense jumped onto the last train to Versailles. Each time by just a whisker. I mean, literally running from train car to queue to train car to express train, making it each time with just seconds to spare. In fact, there was one point where we were jumping on as the doors closed. It was kind of eerie because we actually got on the last train car, on the way to Versailles, and as we left the station, the system shuts the whole station down and the lights literally were turning off behind us. It's very eerie and unsettling. We were the last ones on the train, and that was the closest car to get to. We pulled into the terminal at Versailles and got off the trains. The doors just automatically opened. There was no conductor, apparently. We stepped out, and the train itself turned off. And then the station turned off, and we walked back to our respective homes in Versailles in the dark. We cut it a little bit close, but other people got trapped in the city too. Luckily, we didn't. So there you go, 50 interesting things about me. I think we'll do this again because it's pretty fun. You guys have a good one. Thanks for listening through all 50 of these interesting items. Do comment, do ask questions. I will be looking down in the comments and see what I can integrate into future videos for Vlogmas. Appreciate it, guys.